World Championship Tournament. One of these remaining two players will be the one to confront our reigning champion for this year's championship, worth in cash and prizes $250,000. And now, meet our host, Jack Barry.
Thank you very much. Welcome once again to the fifth day of our $250,000 Tournament of Champions. With me, the two remaining players. We started with 8 players. We got down to 4 players. From the 4, only 2 remain, Eileen Jason and Hal Scheer. There is one face, however, missing from this eternal triangle, and that is the champion who won 2 years ago, the champion who won last year, and the champion who could possibly win this year. Let's have him join this jolly group. Let's bring out Frank Dillon, our champion. Frank. Here you are, Frank. Day number 5. Tournament of Champions worth $250,000. Take a good look at that face and a good look at that face, because one of these people is going to face you for $250,000. I know that you know as well as I do, because you've been backstage listening to all this, that in the game between these two fine players, Eileen is ahead. She won the first game, and in the second game she is leading and perilously close to going out and winning and becoming your opponent. However, Hal Scheer hasn't given up. Have you, Hal?
No, we'll get 3 jokers right now. First spin. It's coming up. We'll just go get it.
If it does, I can tell you I'm going to take your coat home.
I won't let it go.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll explain the rules as they are changed. We will get to this. Frank, are you ready for this?
I'm ready, Jack.
I know you're backstage. You're priming yourself, getting set, because you'll be on stage in just a moment playing against one of these two people for $250,000, and we'll be doing all of that right after these important words.
Give them strength.
And now we go into what could be the final game between Hal Scheer and Eileen Jason, the winner of which would play Frank Dillon. But remember, we are playing 3 games, 2 out of 3. So far, Eileen has won 1, and she is perilously close to winning the second. And we have amended the rules, the 3-joker rule. 3 jokers, of course, can win, but we have amended the rules so that both players, regardless if 3 jokers come up or not, get a full turn in each round. Also, we play for points, not for dollars, and the player who gets 500 points wins the game. So let us recap once again. Eileen, first let's have Jay Stewart reintroduce both of the remaining players before the finals. Jay, if you will.
That's my pleasure, Jack. You'll remember that this gal is a photographer. She's interested in yoga and tap dancing, and also happens to be our all-time high money winner with $55,380. It's Eileen Jason. And the other player works for an aircraft company. He now lives in Orange, Connecticut, and he's wearing his lucky suit. He has won $39,050. That's Hal Scheer.
Eileen and Hal, welcome back. Eileen, on our last program, as one of the finalists, you won 1 game. And here in the second game, because it requires 2 out of 3, you're leading by the impressive score of 400 points to 150. But it's not over yet, because Hal Scheer has his lucky suit on, and anything can happen when that lucky suit is in evidence. Eileen, before we resume this game, I wanted to ask you this question, and I might not get another chance. I know that when you were on the Joker's Wild, you won, obviously, the highest amount of money that anybody ever won on the Joker's Wild in a regular program, over $55,000. How long after that did you get married?
It was quite a few months. 6 months.
6 months.
Or so.
I don't want to ask you an embarrassing question, but did the fact that you won $55,000 in any way influence the fact that you got married?
Well, I think we would have gotten married eventually. It just happened to be a good time.
Oh, we helped you get married sooner. Very good. We're glad we were able to do that little job. Now, your husband is out here for this important match. Where is he in the audience? Would you put your hand up?
Right
there he is out there. Nice to have you here, sir. And Hal Scheer, of course, has come all the way from Connecticut, that beautiful, wonderful state, which we love so much, and has brought his wife with him. She's out in the audience. Hal, would you point out your wife? She's out there in the second row. A nice hand for Mrs. Scheer. As the older folks say, she is with child, And Hal has been nice enough to tell us it would be in February. Have you any, you're rooting for whether it'll be a boy or a girl?
No, just to have a healthy baby. That's all we're looking for.
I'm sure it will be that. And here in this game, you are trailing 400 to 150. Let me show you the categories we were using on the last program, and we'll be using them again. They were and are the Bible, followed by TV comedy shows, Civil War, multiple meanings, and finally composers. Also, since Eileen, even though she is leading by this amount, as the game ended, it was her turn to go again. So Eileen, Jason, much good luck with your 400 points. Give them a spin. TV comedy shows, composers, and a pair.
Composers for 100.
This could do it. This could bring you to 500 points, which would be enough to win you your second game and put you into the final contest with Frank Dillon, except that in any event, Hal gets a final turn. After a brief career as a singing waiter, this Russian-born American composer wrote such hits as White Christmas and God Bless America. For 500 points and a possible victory, give me the last name of this writer.
Berlin.
Right, Irving Berlin. You have 500 points. Hal, we're down to the final wire. You must get 3 jokers under the rules of our game and answer a question in order to beat her. If anything comes up on those wheels other than jokers, the contest is over, Eileen Jason wins, and goes on to play Frank Dillon for $250,000. If you've ever rubbed that lucky coat, you better rub it now.
Well, I think so. Let's not wear out the material, but let's get... okay, this is it. It's going to be 3 jokers. 3 jokers.
No, it is over. Eileen Jason, congratulations. Congratulations, Eileen Jason. You win the match with 2 games and now go on to play Frank Dillon for $250,000. Our congratulations to you. As usual, you answer all the questions, you play it well, and you also have a modicum of luck, I might add, with the way you spin those wheels. Well, Hal, you played valiantly, you played well. I know it's a bit of disappointment to have come all the way from Connecticut with your wife to be defeated, but indeed you have always played well and did here on this program.
Thank you, Jim.
You don't, however, leave this program empty-handed. For getting to the finals, you will leave this program to go back to Connecticut with some gorgeous consolation prizes worth well over $2,000. Congratulations, Hal.
Thank you very much.
How about a nice hand for Hal Shear as he leaves our program? Eileen Jason, come on over here and let's draw some numbers and let's bring out Frank Dillon, ladies and gentlemen. Frank, Eileen, here you are. The moment of truth is at hand. Once again, it's a man against a woman, and to both very, very brilliant people and both very, very nice people. And I congratulate you both, you for having reached the finals, Eileen, and you, Frank, for what you've achieved on these programs in the past couple of years. Again, $250,000 is at stake. And to see who goes first, I'll ask you first, Eileen, to pull one of these numbers, but please do not show it yet. Frank will take the other. And now, if you will open that, Eileen, and show it to the audience, this will determine who goes in the first position. Again, she's number 1, which means Frank is number 2. In the contest between you, we extended a little bit more because all the marbles are at stake here. And in order for the one of you to leave this program with $250,000, you must win 3 games out of a possible 5. I wish you both very, very good luck. And in just a moment, we will start a $250,000 championship here on the Joker's Wild. Let's take a breather, give these people a chance to relax if they can, and we'll be back after this.
Some of our departing contestants will receive some of the following. Great Reflections gives your car the 2020 shine, a shine so deep down clear it's a perfect vision. Great Reflections from DuPont. And Rice-A-Roni, big flavor side dish that's so quick, easy, saute and simmer to flavor perfection. Rice-A-Roni, the San Francisco treat. Also, try Sleep Ease. Sleep Ease contains one gentle ingredient that helps you relax to get a good night's sleep. With Sleep Ease, you can rest easier. Now, here again is Jack Barry.
Each year, for the past 3 years, we've arrived at this moment. The moment when somebody, a former contestant from the Joker's Wild, puts himself or herself in a position to become the reigning champion of the year. On all 3 of these years, one face has been there, Frank Dillon. In the past 2 years, Frank Dillon, as you know, has contributed a great deal of the money that he has won on these programs to charity. We have no idea what would happen if he wins this year. We shall find out if he wins. Eileen Jason has many good uses to which to put her money, and we wish both of you very good luck. Please listen very carefully to the questions I read. Sometimes people hear with only half an ear. Take your time, answer carefully, knowing that at the end of this contest, one of you, having won 3 games, will collect in cash and prizes $250,000. To my knowledge, except for lottery contests in various states in the United States, the largest sum of money ever awarded a contestant on a regular television quiz program. Game number 1, coming up with these categories. They are as follows: the presidents, all about languages, chemistry, Academy Awards, and where am I? Eileen Jason picked number 1, as she did 2 or 3 times before, and is in first position. Eileen, I can only wish you the very best of luck. Spin.
Thank you.
The presidents, Academy Awards, and all about languages.
I'll try the Academy Awards for 50.
All right. One powerfully dramatic film, which was set in a mental institution, featured characters named R.P. McMurphy and Nurse Ratched. It captured the 1976 Oscar for Best Picture. Name that explosive film.
One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
You start with 50 points. Very good. Defending champion, Frank Dillon, here for the 3rd time. Frank, very good luck, and spin.
Thank you, Jack.
Academy Awards, all about languages, and the presidents.
Academy Awards for 50.
All right. One distinguished actor received back-to-back Oscars for his supporting roles in the films All the President's Men and Julia. Give me the last name of that Oscar winner.
Jason Robards.
Correct, and you go to 50 points. End of the first round. Tied at 50 apiece, Eileen Jason. The presidents, all about languages, and a pair.
Well, I'll try All About Languages for 100.
In many parts of the world, residents of neighboring villages and towns often speak slightly different versions of the same language. What is the proper term for these language variations?
Dialects.
Correct, and you go to 150 points. Frank Dillon. Academy Awards, a pair, all about languages.
Academy Awards for 100 points.
Only one man won both the Best Actor and Best Supporting Actor awards. The pictures were Save the Tiger and Mr. Roberts. Give me the last name of the actor.
Excellent actor. Lemmon.
Jack Lemmon, you go to 150 points. It remains a tie at the end of the 2nd round. Round 3, Eileen Jason. Where am I? The presidents and a joker.
I'm going to try the presidents for 100.
The Department of Housing and Urban Development and the Department of Transportation were 2 new cabinet posts created under this president in the mid-60s. Give me his last name.
Johnson.
Yes, right. You go to 250. Frank Dillon. All about languages, where am I, and a joker.
Where am I, Jack?
You're not in Cleveland, Ohio, I can tell you that. For 100 points, I'm in a famous city in Italy. On my first day here, I visited St. Mark's Cathedral and photographed the Bridge of Sighs. Where am I?
I'm in Venice,
You
Jack.
are indeed. You go to 250. And again, it's tied. Eileen Jason. Academy Awards, all about language and the presidents. Not a good spin.
I'll take the Academy Awards for 50.
The Best Picture of 1954 featured Oscar-winning performances by Marlon Brando and Eva Marie Saint and told the story of corruption on New York's shipping docks. For 50 points more, which would bring you to 300, name this powerful movie.
On the Waterfront.
Yes, you go to 350 points. Chance for Frank Dillon to move ahead if he gets a lucky spin. Joker, Joker, Joker! And as it has happened several times in this tournament, Frank Dillon falls lucky heir to 3 jokers. Frank, pick a question, category, answer a question, and you would win 1 game out of the 3 that is required.
I love the movies, Jack. Academy Awards.
Okay, for victory number 1, if you miss it, the game goes on as before. Caution the audience. In 1971, actress Cloris Leachman gave an Oscar-winning performance as the lonesome wife of a Texas gym coach. For 500 points and victory number 1, game number 1, name the film that gave Leachman her Oscar.
The Last Picture Show,
You have
Jack.
game number 1. Congratulations, Frank Dillon. 500 points showing on your scoreboard, meaning you have won 1 game. Remember, we're going to play up to 5 games, and the player who wins 3 games out of 5 wins the $250,000. That's game number 1, and we will go in a moment into game number 2. Frank, is it somewhat of a sense of relief, having waited all this time and waited backstage to go into this with at least 1 up?
Jack, the Beatles had a hard day's night. I've had a long, hard week, I assure you.
Indeed you have, and when it's with a contender opposite you like Eileen, I can almost promise you it's not going to get any easier.
No, and I have the greatest respect for Eileen, Jason, whom I saw during the past year.
Yes,
she
well,
certainly is.
As I have mentioned before,
Well,
she is the leading money winner in regular play. She won over $55,000 and certainly a no more fitting competitor for the wonderful magic you spelled on this program in the many appearances here. Shall we get into game number 2? We shall. Let me show you the categories which will be used in game number 2. They are Shakespeare, followed by singing groups, capital cities, famous Americans, and mythology. Once again, Eileen Jason, making her attempt in this game, goes first. Give him a spin. Joker, Joker, Joker! Absolutely unbelievable. That has maybe happened twice in the history of this program over the past 7 or 8 years. Once again, Eileen, your luck has come through when you desperately needed it. All you have to do is pick 1 category, answer a question, and you will be in line to win a game. But, of course, Frank gets a spin.
I'm going to try singing groups.
Okay, singing groups it is. Correct answer brings you to 500 points. And then Frank will get a turn, and he will have to get 3 jokers in order to try to match that. Here is the question. Answer it. You will have a leg up, perhaps. Miss it, and the game goes on. In 1979, 3 musical brothers named Barry, Maurice, and Robin captured 5 Grammy Awards. For 500 points and a possible victory, what is the name of the group formed by Barry, Maurice, and Robin?
The Bee Gees.
That's it. Congratulations, Eileen Jason. Frank Dillon, unless you get 3 jokers, and if you get 3 jokers, I may collapse right here on stage.
So would I,
Because
Jack.
although we have had in the past people get them back to back, as you did and Eileen did, I can't recall ever that it happened 3 times in a row. But strange things have been happening. You must get 3 or else it's tie at 1 apiece. Give them a spin, Frank, and good luck. Nope, can't happen. You have game number 1, Eileen Jason. Congratulations. Congratulations, Eileen. Tell me truthfully, way deep down, when those 3 came up, how did you feel?
I was completely shocked. I wasn't expecting anything like that. I thought I got one chance at it this round, and I didn't think I'd get it again.
Well, I must say that it has been very unusual, and as you know, these wheels come up kind of in a random fashion, and so anything can happen, and on this tournament, it has. We have a 1-to-1 tie here, Eileen with 1 game, Frank Dillon with 1 game. Whoever wins 3 games, of course, wins $250,000. Let me do a time check to see if there's time to play any further or whether we have to invite you to come back to the next program. We'll check that out and be right back after these words. We'll be back. Players, we don't have time to finish this, so I'll ask you, Eileen, and you, Frank Dillon, please to return to the next program. When we return, it'll be a brand new game, all tied up. Score 1 for Eileen, score 1 for Frank. One of you will have to get the 3 games to win the $250,000. One of you will on the next program, and I congratulate both of you for playing both well and with some degree of luck here on this unusual tournament for $250,000. We'll meet you on the next program, at which time we'll present $250,000 to the winner. Bye-bye for the Jokers Wild.
One of the special gifts to be given in our Tournament of Champions will be this brand new Buick, the all-new Buick Skylark, designed for comfort and convenience with front-wheel drive, providing impressive control and traction. Furnished by Buick. Some of our departing contestants will receive some of the following: Hormel ham. Add the great taste of Hormel ham to your favorite meals the delicious, easy way with Hormel ham patties. And Nescafe Regular and Nescafe Decaffeinated Instant Coffee. If Nescafe can please the whole wide world, we can sure please you. Also, Tussie Deodorant keeps you cool, confident, no matter how hot the game gets. Super Protection Tussie is a winner. Roll-on cream stick. Plus, Wrath Blackhawk Extra Lean Ham. Only the lean is used for the finest quality and flavor. Iowa sends her best. Wrath Blackhawk Extra Lean Ham. And Goof Off, the latest paint remover that really cleans up when you mess up. It's the finishing touch to a perfect paint job. Goof Off. Also, take your change the Tootsie way. Tootsie Pop Drops, Tootsie Pops, and Tootsie Rolls in the new style candy jar. The Jokers Wild is a Jack Ferry and Dan Enright production.
On